Okay, it's like I'm going to start from ground zero on this one. Matter of fact, what they're saying is that there was a situation in New Hampshire where the political there was a bulletin released by the law enforcement in New Hampshire to arrest the situation in which they believe that there could be some issue that may come up during this election. I was very, very glad to have read the article, and I'm bringing it to you guys so that you guys can know that the article was so was about how there was some they were trying to be proactive. The bulletin came in by being proactive. This is what I want you to benefit from this one. Okay. By being proactive, they were looking at, they set up, as I said a week ago, they released the bulletin that there was going to be a lot of cyber security, foreign missionary influencing the political landscape by going in and telling, like they did in 2016, tell the minority people not to vote or something like that. There were a lot of things that they put forward in that thing. Okay, the election is today now, and we're going to see at the end of the day what happened. But I'm trying to go back in time and tell you guys that during the Nigerian election, after the presidential election, in which there was an upheaval that there were an allegation alleged that the election was not was rigged. There was an allegation to that effect. But the second one, which came in, which is a gubernatorial candidate in Bayelsa, in Anambra, in other two states, in other two more states, there was a total preparedness of the Nigerian military apparatus being on top of things. They said, we're going to make sure that this is going to work. But at the end of the election, it did not work. Why am I comparing? I'm comparing apple and apple now, because I'm saying that if they did that preparations, and on the long run, things did not work out on the long run, because some people came out and said that some people who thought they were going to win, that didn't win, were even going back and saying that, they now start saying that the last election was rigged or something like that. Personally speaking, those who are contesting that a rigged election like that, I personally am not in that, I don't belong to that school of thought that if you lose, be graceful. If you're not, if you're going to win some and you're going to lose some, and if you lose, don't go and start making false telling people that you don't win. I'm giving you an example because when I was in the School of Agriculture, after I came out after a lot of hard work from primary, I repeat, secondary, I repeat. So when I got a job with the government and they sent me to the School of Agriculture, when I got to the Akure, I was in the permit and I would drink. That was the first time I've ever had to have, I was out of home. So I would drink. So when I drink, I would then start acting out because I didn't agree with my blood. My blood was very thick. But the thing is that I was the most carryable comrade in the carryability. I was supposed to be made the president. The chief of the Supreme Court. They didn't make it to me. But I was graceful enough to say that the guy who was supposed to be the president, the chief, should have his way by saying, this is my what you call a bumper music at the middle. Egbe, emajo for a second. Egbe, emajo for a second. Egbe, emajo. That was what I told the president that was made. The president, that the chief was beneath me by one way or the other of incurability, but the person that was supposed to have done it did not feel that I was not a crook. He had wanted me, because he was Okoro himself too, he had wanted me to be in what you call dialogue with him so that I can bamboozle him, then he can make me, but I didn't do that. And they were lobbying for another people, and I said that. So when there was an opening at the top level with the student union government, I was now made the president. I was told to go and run for the office. So what I'm saying is that if you, and I'm saying it to every one of them, it doesn't matter whether it is anyone who doesn't have the stomach, when they lose an election, they are all out for themselves. They were not out for those. They have ego. They have super ego. They are narcissists. They are selfish. They are thieves. And they are, most of them are, when they are in the women's side of things, in the women's side of it, they don't like men. In the men's side of things, they don't like women. So, I know I was being pushing around and using the misogynistic, but the true side of it is that they don't like each other. So let me say that in that context, I was able to tie the whole knot together by saying that the bulletin that was released to avert political interference. We're going to see how that's going to turn out. But even no matter how it turns out, there was some preparedness to going in. The same preparedness that Nigeria did, and on the long run, there was some wider. Matter of fact, the front runner right now is already saying that there was going to be some people crossing carpet to go and vote against him because they don't like him. So my thing is that I'm hoping that the world is ready for a change, and that we want to be better option than we have had in the past 8 years. And Nikki Haley is the option. Even if she doesn't win in this election, it doesn't win in New Hampshire, which I wish her that she does win. I want to bring her qualification up for you. She's an accountant. She's a mother. She's a military spouse. She's a child of immigrant, and she's a successful governor and secretary in the United Nations. What else are you looking for? What else are you looking for? She's not dumb enough to become pig-headed when it comes to abortion, because she's having to say that you cannot have the abortion thing when Republicans are not ever going to have 60 to overrule the Roe versus Wade, because that house is divided. She also, for one reason or the other, has brought the issue of retirement up. All she was saying there was, I have children who are 21 years of age. We're going to make sure that by the time they come in to the to become 65, they should not be expecting anything that, oh, I'm going to be retired. I mean, come to think of it, go and tell Warren Buffett to retire. Go and tell George Soros go retire. These are people who are in their 90s. You don't retire in life. That's the bottom line to me today. That's my summation. You don't retire because the day the price you pay for your rent is the rent. The rent that you pay for your life here is the contribution of your service to humanity while you are here. And I would want to put that up there. So I'm hoping, because there was a flash of some of the county that started voting today. 6 of them already gave her a knock-off. This is one of the opportunities that will allow her to win if she's going to be able to win. So some of the things that were, because I was saying, I said there was cyber operation, cover to influence operation, targeting elections security, political priority comparing or public officer, hyper realistic tool like artificial intelligence is an expected tool to spread false narration and influence political perception. So then they also went into unattended luggages and all that. All these things that they are putting in place here is not an American thing. It's a global thing. And we need to be hyper sensitive to say that if we need to start calling out those criminals among us. I personally have taken the route of not calling anybody out because I don't want to be the one that is going to turn a brother in when the brother